It's back. The last episode of Bleach was 8 years ago. We're talking 2014 was the last episode of Bleach. But now it's back. 2022, October the 10th. Bleach 1000-Year Blood War dropped. And that shit did not disappoint. Like, for the longest time, I've been waiting for the Bleach series to return, and in that time I decided to pick up on the manga, and I actually managed to finish it all. And I must say, now that they're adapting it, it's so, oh my god, like, I'm all here for it. I'm here for it all. And yesterday's episode, for my time now, the 11th, that shit did not disappoint. Bleach came back, and it came back so powerful that no, I don't think any series, no, I don't even think Chainsaw Man can overtake what they've done in this first episode. This shit, we're talking like, this shit came in looking like a movie series. It came in looking like Your Name. The visuals were better than Your Name. What am I talking about? This shit was revolutionary. This has set the bar for anime so high right now, and it's only gonna get better, right? Like, just seeing the visuals for this new anime drop, it kind of felt like it would only be an episode 1 thing and then the rest would be shit. But you know the studio that is taking over this right now, actually, matter of fact, who is the studio? What studio is taking over this new Bleach series? Okay, so Studio Pierrot is taking over this series, and they are not disappointing. The visuals are so crisp, like, oh my gosh. And the emphasis on color, bro. This shit is revolutionary, I'm telling you right now. Like, I was so absorbed into the first episode of this shit, and the pacing was amazing. First of all, One Piece Toei Animation need to take notes. The pacing was fantastic. They managed to cover 5 chapters, I believe it was, in the first episode, and they covered that shit so fucking well. That shit was amazing. Now, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what happens in this first episode, because I want you guys to go and watch it for yourself and see how amazing this shit really plays out to be. So all I'm gonna tell you guys is that in the middle of the episode, Ichigo, Chad, Uryu, Orihime come swooping into that bitch. And that shit is so crisp. They come swooping into that bitch and basically showcase their abilities again. You know, just fighting off hollows. And yo, the animation for their entire fight, the entire period they were fighting was just on another level. Like, we're talking clear animation, beautiful visuals, and I have to say, Chad specifically, his El Diablo, like when he was punching a fucking hollow, that shit felt scary to watch. That shit felt like how can I describe it? It felt like you could feel the punch. Like, it felt like, yo, if I got hit by that shit, even though it's only a fucking character from an anime, if I got hit by that shit would fucking hurt. That's how expressive it was. That's how good that shit was. You understand? And then the ending as well. The ending was just something that almost made me cry. I almost cried watching the ending. They went back and showcased basically the entire story of Bleach, all the way from the beginning to the end, and showing all the arcs, including, you know, Final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo, and, you know, Fullbringer Ichigo. Every single arc was showcased in that ending, and the song itself was amazing. The OST, they revamped the OST, so it's basically something completely new. It's the same. They have the same OST, but it's like they've made it way more better. They've basically made it an orchestra. Like, I'm talking, this ending made me feel so many emotions just recapping the entire series. Like, I can't even explain the emotions I was feeling. All I knew is that I almost cried. I almost cried like a bitch. I almost got bitched by this ending, bro. From what I know, the ending isn't going to be the same for episode 2 and onwards, it's actually going to be its own kind of ending. And then the opening as well. The opening is a banger. The opening is by a singer called Tatsuya. What's it? Kitani Tatsuya? Tatsuya Kitani is the name of the singer for both the ending and opening, I believe. And man, they picked the best person to do this. And I have to admit, I was not the biggest fan of Bleach. Like, after the Rukia rescue mission, I kind of lost interest, but I still kept watching that shit. And it's paid off. I'll be so honest, it paid off just to watch 1000 Year Blood War. All of that just for 1000 Year Blood War, I don't care. It was worth it, okay? Like, right now, I'm a die-hard fan. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan right now. With this series, I'm a fan. I'm a fanboy, bro. Like, I might be a dick rider for Bleach right now. I don't care. This shit is on another level. I'm addicted to this shit. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the new Bleach and how great it is. This shit is top level. Now, if you haven't watched Bleach before, I would definitely tell you right now, watch it. Watch the entire Bleach series just for that. Even if you don't like the main storyline, watch it just for 1000 Year Blood War. That is how good this shit is. I'm telling you right now, that's how good it is. 1000 Year Blood War does not disappoint. Both the manga and this first episode are on its own level. So that's basically about all I wanted to say. I don't care if you hate Bleach in the past. Watch it. It will change your life.